everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Niners are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Falcons, who will need to solve that secondary.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the home of Super Bowl 50, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Here's Winston. Catch here, left side, Thomas. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A handoff as they run the counter play. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Here's Winston. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it third down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Winston on 3rd and 2. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
2nd down, 8. And now here's a carry heading left. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake, and it's Simeon. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now Simeon. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This fielded at the 2. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Second down, Winston. Throwing left side, it's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Setting up the screen to Kelly. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
The give to the fullback on the dive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Winston. And it's complete, Hooper. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. MtnDewMe coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This from 40. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Caught on the left side by Benjamin, and he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive lineman won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. That's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Simeon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And Myers able to knock it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go. Man 38.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now.
Simeon. Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah,
there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. And to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They go play action here on 1st down. Benjamin's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kelvin Benjamin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners Bears are able to cash in for 6. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Jameis to throw it. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
To throw is Winston. He's going to clip one out here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And an alley to run. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now Winston. They'll roll him out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Winston to throw for it on 4. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Running it with their receiver, Cooper. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. 3rd and goal now. Maybe and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from having the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they try the right side here. Space to run past the 20. And down inside the 15 he goes. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy is going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Oh, look at that. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how you guys are going to block it, They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss. Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
Play action. It's Simeon. Hard throw, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And Myers able to knock it through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And here now come the Falcons. Jameis now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Winston. Buying time to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing 4th quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2 minute. Warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Lucky 56.
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And a short gain down to about the 33. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Niners on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff looking right. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
So out come the Falcons now. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for San Francisco, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.